Happy Friday! Time for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Happy Friday! I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
Yes, and it's officially our first month of the Daily Dish. We did 4 weeks. We're 4 weeks old.
It flew by so fast. I did not realize it's
Because-
a month.
Because we're having fun. That's
We
why
are.
our
We are
guests
having
are
the best
amazing.
time.
Our content's great.
Our
and
crew and team are amazing.
1000%. And we're just literally having fun here.
Yeah, we love coming to work.
and telling
We've
you
had
what's going on.
fabulous guests.
Yes, we've had very good guests.
And speaking of fabulous guests, we have
Yeah.
another fabulous
Yes,
guest today.
she is the daughter you want to have, Hannah Pangilinan. Okay, she's not only beautiful, she's smart, she's kind, she's down to earth, she's everything.
And I
She's
love her
everything.
outfit
She's
today.
vibrant. She
She's
knows
killing
what
it.
she wants at such a young age.
And she's taught us a few things this morning that we're going
We
to tell
learned
you
a
about
lot.
later.
Oh my gosh, our age showed kanina when she told us about that. Later, we'll talk about that
I don't know
more.
about you, I'm 35.
I'm 21.
And we are also going to check on one of the offices of the so-called king and queen of flood control,
control
projects, the Discayas. Because of the protests yesterday that somehow turned into vandalism and
Yeah.
they threw mud.
It's
at the
literally
gates of the office.
mudslinging.
Yeah.
We are going to check on that in a bit. Hannah T is there monitoring developments in Pasig City.
Yeah, but on some sad news, guys, I hate to break the liveliness here. Giorgio Armani died.
The
Oh,
legendary
I love him.
Italian
He's my
designer.
favorite.
I'm
such
really
a
sad
fan.
about that. I mean, he's one of the greats,
Yeah.
and I'm sure the fashion world is, and us included, are
Yeah.
mourning his passing. He is a master compared to none.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's
friend to the stars. If
amazing.
you remember, it's like a Hollywood charm they're saying about him because, fun fact, he has dressed as many as the most Oscar-winning men.
Wow.
More than
Because
any
his
other
pieces
designer.
are so elegant and
Yes.
so timeless. And no wonder pala he wasn't in Milan Fashion Week because his health was declining already this
my
year. Because normally he never misses a
But,
fashion week.
you know, I mean, even if Giorgio has passed, I'm sure there's going to be something exciting coming out of this because we're going to go find out who's probably going to take his reins.
Yeah, actually, let's find out.
Right. Stay tuned. We'll have more on those stories later in the show.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. My daily dish. My daily dish.
In today's headlines, guilty. That's the verdict of DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon against former Bulacan 1st District Engineer Henry Alcantara on his involvement in the province's flood control scandal. Higher prices of food accelerate the country's inflation in August. A breakthrough in HIV treatment. The United States is set to share an HIV drug to 12 countries. And we say goodbye to a fashion titan. Tributes pour in for legendary Italian designer Giorgio Armani, who passed away at the age of 91. DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon finds former Bulacan 1st District Engineer Henry Alcantara guilty on the administrative charges filed against him in connection with the province's flood control scandal. These include disloyalty to the country, grave misconduct, gross neglect in the performance of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. Dizon says this should serve as a warning to other corrupt officials. They will be held accountable. The DPWH Secretary is now going to recommend criminal charges against Alcantara and other individuals involved in plundering the nation's coffers. The House Appropriations Committee is tackling the Public Works Department's budget, which was thrust in the spotlight due to corruption allegations. Our Mavic Trinidad of Abante joins us live from the Batasang Pabansa. Mavic, now the pressure is high more than ever to scrutinize a series of questionable entries in the agency's proposed 875 billion peso budget for 2026. Who is at the hearing now and what's the latest?
The House of Representatives has officially began their budget deliberations for the Department of Public Works and Highways, or DPWH. In attendance are several officials from DPWH, including the newly appointed Secretary Vince Dizon. In her opening speech, House Committee on Appropriations Chairperson Micaela Swansing said this hearing is a great opportunity to clarify with DPWH the inconsistencies that lawmakers have discovered in the agency's proposed budget under the National Expenditure Program. Also, in his own opening statement, Secretary Dizon immediately apologized to the committee, saying he is not yet ready to present any concrete revisions to the questioned portions of the DPWH budget, which amounts to more than 800 billion pesos. Dizon stressed that President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has given a clear directive to review and, if necessary, revise the entire DPWH budget. Although it's only his fourth day in office, the Secretary said he is fully committed to carrying out the President's order and will follow them to the letter. In fact, Dizon has already begun implementing these directives by asking all DPWH officials from top to bottom to submit their courtesy resignations. He also revealed that he has already uncovered questionable practices, and just yesterday, some officials were dismissed and will be facing charges before the Ombudsman. Dizon emphasized that the President is serious about cleaning up the department, quoting the President, "We need to clean it from top to bottom." The Secretary is currently conducting a thorough review of the DPWH's entire organizational structure, assuring the public that their ongoing projects will not be compromised. He added that sweeping reforms are necessary not only in operations, but also in the budgeting process, which he believes needs major changes. Dizon requested 1 week from the committee to address the concerns raised by lawmakers and promised to return to the House to present his findings. As of this moment, Secretary Dizon remains under questioning by legislators seeking further clarifications. Meanwhile, several militant groups are holding a protest outside the south gate of the House of Representatives, and their call is to return what they alleged are stolen DPWH funds and to demand the resignation of lawmakers proven to be involved in corruption. Mai?
Thank you, Mavic Trinidad of Abante, there live from the Batasang Pambansa. Enough is enough. Another group of protesters stormed the office of the Diskaya family St. Gerard Construction. Our Hannah T is live from Pasig City. Hannah, what's the latest from there?
If protesters hurled mud and spray painted on the gate of St. Gerard Construction behind me yesterday, today's theme of the protest is different. It's ghost hunting. About 100 protesters from Youth Against Kurakot and Akbayan Youth trooped to the Diskaya-owned St. Gerard headquarters here in Pasig City. 3 came in white sheets to symbolize ghost projects with masks bearing the faces of Sara, Curly, and their son, Gerard Diskaya. Protesters demand that the family be made accountable for what they call billions in anomalous flood control projects. The Diskayas have been dubbed the king and queen of flood control after their network of 9 companies that won over around 31 billion peso worth of contracts. Critics say their wealth, fueled by luxury cars, a multi-story compound, and substantial business interests, stand in stark contrast to the alleged substandard or ghost flood control projects linked to their firms. The Diskayas earlier denied this. Despite the heated words and symbolic displays, the protest ended peacefully today. Inside the gates, some employees said the demonstrators do not really understand what is happening on the ground. This followed an earlier protest by an environmental group and flood survivors who hurled mud and sprayed the words Magnanakaw, Kurakot, and Ikulong across the same gate, words still visible today. The Diskaya camp now says they're preparing charges against those protesters. Legal counsel attorney Cornelio Samaniego III insists people may express themselves, but they have no right to use force, threats, or vandalism. In response, Akbayan Youth was unapologetic, telling the Discayas, "Shame on you," calling it outrageous to deny accountability on what they call the deep roots of corruption in flood control projects. Mai?
Hannah, how's the deployment of police there, and did they say if there will be more protests in the coming days?
The Pasig City Police said they deployed on standard operating procedure earlier and reminded protesters to keep safe and urged them not to resort to violence. And as for upcoming actions, Akbayan Youth confirmed there will be more protests, though no final date has been set yet. And they said their ghost hunting field trip will begin next week, starting in Bulacan, which was called one of the most notorious provinces when it comes to anomalous flood control projects. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hannah T, reporting to us live from Pasig City. Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte is pushing for the city's drainage master plan to finally address flooding. On BNC's On Point, she said the 20 million peso study developed with experts maps out flood-prone areas and proposes bigger pipes and detention basins.
First, I had a meeting with MMDA, Chair Artes, and he is a great believer also in detention basins. So the MMDA is a massive plan to build detention basins all over Metro Manila. And he's actually talked to me about it, and it's very aligned with our plan. No? So that I'm hopeful. No? That's one. The second is the dredging part. Well, we know that Ramon Ang has already volunteered to help mitigate flooding in Metro Manila, and we have been in discussion with him, and we've actually signed a memorandum of agreement already, and he will help us dredge the Tulyahan River and the San Juan River.
She revealed that of more than 250 flood control projects worth 14 billion pesos, only 2 were coordinated with the city, and many were built without permits or consultation. This raises concerns over wasted funds and duplication. She also flagged the 97 million peso pumping station built on Matalahib Creek by St. Timothy Construction, saying it worsened floods in nearby barangays and it should be demolished. The Quezon City government suspends classes this afternoon for grades 1 to 12 due to inclement weather. This morning's classes were also suspended in parts of Metro Manila and Santiago City in Isabela. Pag-asa says the southwest monsoon is affecting Luzon and the western sections of the Visayas. Malacanang says there is no need to return the 2026 national budget to the executive department because of several problems in the allocations raised by House leaders. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro explains President Bongbong Marcos is amenable to order a review of the proposed budget of several government agencies and not just the funds of the DPWH. She adds returning the budget would only delay its passage. After hitting a 5-year low in July, inflation climbed back up in August, reversing last month's historic slowdown. Let's get the details from Sujin Kim, live from Quezon City. Hi, Sujin.
Yes, Mai, from less than 1% in July, headline inflation accelerated to 1.5% in August. The rebound was mainly driven by higher food prices, which returned to 0.9% from a slight decline in July. Food inflation turned positive after 5 straight months of decline. Vegetable inflation is at its highest since January, now at 10% inflation. DepDev has flagged weather risks with 7 to 15 typhoons expected from September through February and the onset of La Nina conditions that could damage crops. Meanwhile, fish and other seafood also saw faster price increases at 9.5%, particularly galunggong. Although meat saw slower price hikes, including pork, chicken, and eggs. On the other hand, the disinflation in rice is also the lowest ever recorded by the PSA, now at negative 17%. PSA Undersecretary Claire Dennis Mapa says that while this is likely the peak of the decline, rice prices will continue to go down, but at a slower pace. In the non-food sectors, housing was pushed up by higher water rates, rent, and electricity. Meanwhile, transport costs showed a mixed picture. Gasoline dropped 6.1% and diesel slipped 0.8%, but sea transport fares rose more than 60%.
Ang ating one-way fare mula Cebu and Manila, for example, nitong buwan ng Agosto ay nasa average of 2,875 pesos. Pero kung titingnan natin last year, ito ay mga nasa 1,458 pesos lang. So talagang malaki ang kanyang tinaas. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay malamang mas marami ang nagbabiyahe at nagkakaroon tayo ng adjustment.
Looking ahead, the BSP warned that electricity rate adjustments and higher rice tariffs could add inflationary pressures. Mai.
Sujin, what about core inflation? Where are we standing?
Yes, Mai, core inflation, which actually strips out volatile items like food and electricity, also rose to 2.7% this August from 2.3% in July. This marks the highest level in 8 months. This also shows that inflation isn't just a temporary food or fuel story for that matter. Prices of goods and services are actually getting more expensive. Mai.
Thank you, Sujin Kim, live from Quezon City. The eGov Super app has been launched last night. This serves as a one-stop app for quicker government services and transactions. First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos graced the launch of the Click, Connect, Celebrate last Thursday. The United States is sharing a breakthrough HIV drug to countries hit hard by the disease. 2 million doses of the drug will be given to 12 countries. The medication is given in a twice-a-year injection. Experts say there are 1.3 million new infections annually worldwide, and nearly 40 million people are living with HIV. The Trump administration slashed foreign aid earlier this year, disrupting HIV testing and care in many nations. South Korea will kick off joint drills with Japan and the U.S. on September 15. It says the Freedom Edge exercises are aimed at upgrading aerial, naval, and cyber operational capabilities against North Korea's nuclear and missile threats. Earlier this week, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un appeared with his Russian and Chinese counterparts at a military parade in Beijing, showcasing China's military might in a show of solidarity against the West.
Vamos, Alex Ayala! The Filipino tennis star is through to the semifinals of the Guadalajara Open in Mexico. The world number 75 had to play 2 matches in just a few hours to reach the Final Four. She first outlasted Varvara Lepchenko of the U.S. in 3 sets, and after a short break, the 20-year-old Filipina rallied past Italy's Nicole Fossa Huergo. Up next for Alex in the semis is 25-year-old American Kayla Day this Saturday, September 6. Meanwhile, Heidelin Diaz is paying it forward to the next generation of lifters. The country's first Olympic gold medalist is teaming up with the Philippine Sports Commission and other agencies to provide weightlifting equipment to 300 public schools nationwide. Heidelin says the goal is not only to help future lifters, but also to help better equip coaches and officials with the right knowledge. The move coincides with the return of the weightlifting as a demonstration sport at the Palarong Pambansa this year. Now on to some sad news. The fashion world is mourning legendary Italian designer Giorgio Armani, who has died. Tributes have poured in from celebrities and fellow designers across social media, honoring the man who transformed global fashion with his signature elegance and vision. Armani had been in declining health in recent months. He was notably absent from Milan's Men's Fashion Week in June, the first time in his storied career. Fondly known as King Giorgio in Italy's fashion circles, he was admired not only for his impeccable designs, but for his hands-on approach from his collections to the runway. Now Bretman Rock rocks the internet again, but this time calling out so-called Nepo babies for their tragic fashion choices. In a now-deleted post, the content creator joked that if taxpayers are footing the bill, the least they could do is dress better. The post was swiftly deleted, but netizens re-uploaded receipts. Bretman now joined a growing list of celebs, including Ann Curtis, Bianca Gonzalez, and Sarah Geronimo, speaking out on nepotism and shady flood control projects.
There is bigger fishes to fry, especially in the Philippines right now. Like these Nepo babies using up people's money to buy and fund their lavish lifestyle and some of their questionable, ugly fashion choices, which I really feel like. I saw this video the other day where I'm like, girl, where she was like, they really need to invest on a stylist before they invest on these. I agree. I would be mad too if I was funding these babies' life and they're buying ugly things. I would be mad. Trust.
I love Bretman. I love that what you see is what you get with him.
Well,
He's so true.
She does have a considerable following, and many are applauding Bretman Rock for shifting the focus on more pressing issues
But
in
I
the
don't know why he
Philippines.
deleted it though. He should have just kept it.
But
Maybe I
all
was
these
bashed.
celebrities are also, speaking up about what they call the Nepo babies. So
Right.
I actually enjoyed what Bretman said. So I don't know about you.
He's like, they should invest in a stylist first. He's so funny.
Did he say he has styled some of these
No, I
so-called
don't think so.
Nepo
I didn't catch
babies?
that bit.
I don't think, yeah, he said that. I think he just said that they should invest in a stylist before. Yeah,
All right.
he didn't say anything.
We should get him on the show.
Yeah, we're trying when he's back here.
But be ready with the bleep bleeps.
I know.
All right, up next, we have got one of the country's hottest content creators here on the show. The fabulous and vibrant Hannah Pangilinan will join us live after the break. The Daily Dish. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. When she is not running a race, she is all hearts and deep soul out on camera.
We had her sister on the show recently on the Daily Dish, but our guest today will tell us more about being raised in the well-coveted Pangilinan home. Running shoes aside and all lenses in, Hannah Pangilinan is here today. Hi, Hannah. Good afternoon.
Looking great.
Glad to have you here. You know what? I was during our opening banter. She really is that daughter you want to have, or the daughter-in-law that you want to have.
That's true.
Am I embarrassing you?
A little bit. It's okay.
Is that cringe for you?
But it's true because you do what is how should I say, a passion trajectory every time you have projects, whether it's running, whether when you were in university, I was following you already and doing your own thing, supporting your siblings, supporting your parents. So you're an all-around, go, good girl. I love that.
At such a young age also, you knew what you wanted. Like, for example, your dad once told a story where you were enrolled in ballet, but you defiantly said you'd rather do gymnastics. So what drove this confidence in you when you were 3?
I was
Was
3.
that correct?
Yes. I think I was brought up in a household where I was taught that nothing was impossible. And whenever we wanted to do something, we weren't questioned, we were encouraged. So they kind of just gave us this spirit of, I want to do this, I want to do this.
Yeah, but you're like, I'm built for gymnastics, not this, and I can actually hear it. Right?
Exactly, yeah, no, because I was doing too many cartwheels apparently during the ballet session. And you're like, kind of position 1 or something.
Yeah, but you obviously, everybody knows that you come from a public family.
You can call me a Nepo baby, actually.
Okay, but she said it, not me, because.
But not that type of Nepo baby.
So okay,
you know?
but help us categorize that.
Yeah. I think actually, okay, there's nothing we can do about the family we're born into, right?
Okay.
We can't control that. So I think it's not bad to be a Nepo baby, but I think it's good to use the nepotism that you have for positive reasons. So
And how have you done that?
I'd like to think I am trying my best to make the most of the opportunities that have been presented to me by being a Pangilinan. And the platform that I have been given, I'm trying to use it for good, trying to use it for encouragement for my community. And yeah, whether it's through running, encouraging people to go outside and run, or talking about mental health, these are topics that I think are worthwhile on a platform.
Yeah.
I love that she was looking at me. She's encouraging people to run. Are you trying to say something to
No,
me,
I'm
Hannah?
not. Or encourage people to walk with me. We can walk around.
Going back to your parents, they are such a powerhouse couple in media. Your dad, charismatic, business savvy, charming, motivational speaker, and your mom, actress, model. So
Momager.
yes,
Yeah, momager.
at such a young age, you guys, the siblings, you and your siblings, were encouraged to forge your own path and were encouraged to be independent.
Yeah, we were encouraged to try everything and fail and succeed. So I think that's what has given us the confidence we have today is kind of we know what we like because we've tried so many different things.
Like, what have you tried that succeeded and failed?
I've tried so many things. Oh my gosh. So whether it's sports, yeah, there was gymnastics.
Yes.
So after I moved to gymnastics, I was able to do that for 7 years. Go abroad. I won one time overall first. So that was super fun. And I really thought I was going to do that for the rest of my life. Then it didn't work because we shifted as a family to triathlon, which I did not do well in. I was just there.
I see them in like Bohol and doing all these things. I was like, Maricel and Anthony, I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the family that runs together stays together.
That's the whole idea. We try together. That's the kind of our catchphrase. I was not a good triathlete. I think I was just a good supporter and just being part of the family at that time. But from triathlon, which has running involved, I decided maybe I'll just try running, and that's really what has become my main thing now. So
And you found running is for you.
Yeah.
What is it about running that
think-
made it your passion?
I personally love that it's something you could do with a community, and it's not something that is super inaccessible. Unlike golf, let's say, for example, if you don't have a golf club or if you know,
I love golf.
but it's a very expensive sport, right? But running is you just need shoes and you need a good route.
Yeah.
And you don't
it's
need
so easy to go out
expensive
there.
shoes to
Yeah.
run.
You don't.
But let's go talk about career. Like, what did you originally want to be when you were going to uni, and what were the majors you took?
I wanted to be an artista, actually.
Really? You wanted to
Yeah.
go into the showbiz
fully.
path of your...
Fully. When I was young, it was like, no question, I want to be an artista.
Okay.
But before I went to university, I actually started my YouTube channel when I was 16.
Yes.
And I accidentally fell into the influencer space, content creator space, and I was like, wait, Mom, somebody emailed me, they want to pay me to make a video. I was like, so
Yeah.
confused. Yeah, because at that time, that was like 2016, 2015. It was unheard of to have a career online.
Yes.
So that was kind of
It was
like
just the beginning.
It was just the beginning. So after that, I was like, wait a minute, do I really have to be an artista if I can basically have my own show?
But okay, what about that passion of becoming an actor? You still want to do that?
I want
Did you dabble?
to be behind the scenes, I think.
Okay, because your brother,
My brother is doing
who
well.
didn't want to be an actor,
Yeah, who
right?
didn't want.
became an
Initially,
actor, and the
yes.
one that wants to be an actor as
Baliktad
well.
kami.
Baliktad.
Yeah,
So how are you managing that? I mean, your parents are probably going, and shout out to Anthony and Marissa. They're probably like, what do my children want to do with their lives?
I think they're just encouraging us to just, whatever we are dabbling in,
You're right.
to do our best and to try our best.
I'm sure I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Mai, for interjecting, but I want to know the typical dinner or lunch conversation with all your family members in one table. What
my
is it like?
gosh.
What do you guys talk about?
We talk a lot about probably our plans because we're
Okay.
never really all together. So when we're all together, we're like, when can we see each other again? What are you doing this week? What did you do last week? So updating each other. At the same time, invitations to do projects together, or I got this idea. Does anybody want to join me on this venture? And then we have our little sister, obviously Solana. So there's a
Solana,
bunch
yeah.
of did you guys know I bought a sewing machine? Super random, like out of the blue, but it's definitely a riot in our household.
Okay, moving from that family conversation, when you're all together, I want to know, what's it like if you had a one-on-one with your dad or your mom? What is it like?
If it's a planned one-on-one, for my dad and I, there's agendas. Like, we talk, we're very similar
That's
in
at
that
6 p.m.
sense.
agenda.
Yes, we have an agenda, we sit down, I'm like, okay, Dad, let's talk about this, let's talk about this, this. Because I kind of see him also like as a mentor.
Does he strategize, like moves for your, because he's a business coach as well, right?
He doesn't impose, though. He
Okay, so he's
really-
not a daddy-ger in that aspect.
Yeah, no, he really allows us space, and he's super excited to give us a 2-hour workshop if we ask him for, Dad, what do you think about this? Okay, let's sit down and whatnot. But he kind of like tests the waters first, like, is this something that they want my input in, or is this something that they want to pursue by themselves?
So what do you talk about? So you only talk about business with your father, and with your mom or yourself, what do you discuss with her?
Actually, my dad we also talk about personal life. I mean,
Okay.
just advice in general. Like, I come to his room and I'm like, Dad, I can't find my priorities right now. And he's like, okay, what are the things you're busy with? How can we make your life more effective? You know, productivity, efficiency. That's me and my dad. My mom, it's more the day-to-day emotional aspects of life. Or I'm like, Mom, can you help me have a better time to wake up in the morning?
I see.
It's
You know
so
what?
nice that you have that kind of access and
Yes.
somehow give you the emotional stability
Yeah,
from your parents.
definitely.
But Hannah is adulting.
Aha, yeah.
am.
We heard you just finally moving in on your own.
Yes,
Tell us
I
about
know.
that.
I'm
I'm so
super
excited, actually. I found out. I was like, what are you doing?
I'm super excited. I'm in the process of planning my renovations right now
Yeah.
because I kind of feel like my new space is going to be my studio in some sense because I make so much content online. But it's definitely going to be a shift from
But
the
tell,
dynamic.
tell people at your same age, because Hannah is in her mid-20s, how would you describe the process and the feeling of getting your own space, your own home? Is it exciting? Is it scary? Are you freaking out? What's happening?
I'm super excited.
Okay.
I feel like it's a sigh of like, wow, okay, I understand now that this is a very clear marker of walking into a new season. Sometimes it's just theoretical, you know, I think I'm in a new season, I think I'm adulting. But to open your own door, it's like a physical reminder of where you're really walking into. So it's...
I mean, what's going on? What are the hard parts of moving into
The
your...
hard parts are all of the papers, the permits, and
Yeah,
the
you
things
did
you
all
have to
that.
sign. Yeah.
Welcome to the adult
You know,
world
I'm
naman.
like, gosh, the amount of paperwork that's required to walk into a room, but
Yes.
So, what is your advice for somebody like a young person thinking about the first big girl purchase?
Yes. This is huge.
ooh, I think my advice would be only do it if it really makes sense. Because I think a lot of us have that dream to have our first home, but sometimes it's not economically sound.
Right.
But in this case, at least, I was like, you know, it's going to be a forced investment, a forced saving, which is better than spending on, I don't know, shoes or a bag.
On any luxury
so I'm like, you know, instead of
item.
when I look at
Right.
the bag I want to buy, I'm like, that's 1 month of paying off the bank,
Electricity,
you know?
groceries,
Yeah, exactly.
utilities.
So it's kind of given me that more disciplined mindset of what am I saving up for? What am I, you know, investing towards?
Right.
So that's really why I decided.
But you had your first shot at independence when you were in college in Australia.
Australia,
I
yeah.
lived there
Right? So
for a
did that
year.
somehow change your perspective?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think it showed me how independent we can be when we give ourselves the opportunity to be. Because in my household, you know, I have my ayahs there, my cook is there, my parents are always there, so it's easy to sit back and relax. But when you're in charge of your own schedule, your own space,
Yes.
I think it just puts all of the gears in motion.
How have your parents digested this move?
I think they're still digesting it right now.
Really? No crying?
Wala pa naman crying.
I'm
but
throwing Maricel and Anthony under the bus. I'm sure at that they're like, Hannah's moving out. What are we gonna do?
when they visited, though, for the first time, there was a lot of silence. And I was like, you guys gonna say anything? Any comments? But they're just like looking out the window.
Yeah. Anyway,
You're kind of
we're gonna
investing.
be talking to Hannah about life stories and what's going on with her and anything relatable. And let's go. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We are still with content creator and fitness advocate, or can I say junkie, Hannah Pangilinan. All right, so Hannah does not know about this bit. It's a surprise.
My gosh.
We are famous for our rapid fire questions.
This is the fun part.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do it.
But now it's gonna be never have I ever. So it's
Oh
gonna
my
be
gosh.
easy peasy. Don't worry, okay? I'm sure your lawyers will not be calling me in the next day or two. It's gonna be fun. Okay, you're gonna do the first question
All
first,
right.
and I'll do the next. Are you ready, Hannah
All right,
Pangilinan?
let's go.
Right. Never have I ever spent or sent a text to the wrong person.
Oh, always. Always.
like the wrong tea, and
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
do it
oh
all
shoot.
the time.
Really?
All the time, yeah.
Or probably the wrong group chat.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Did you ever get in trouble because of it?
Oh yeah, it's really bad.
Okay, give me an example.
Yeah, just saying, oh sorry, I'm gonna be late, or hey, do you know where my shirt is? And it's like my random friend or whatever it's supposed to be to my
They're like,
mom.
did you leave it here last
I
night?
know. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing.
No, it's not as bad.
No, that's not as
we
bad. I was
imagine.
getting with
Yeah.
something more juicy, but no, forget it. Never have I ever pretended to be sick to get out of something or school.
Oh yeah, I have.
Okay, what was the worst fib?
Probably attending events.
Ooh, guys, she spilled the tea. Sorry, folks. But you were mentally ill. You're mentally.
I just say,
should've said, okay,
I
I'm gonna
don't
get
feel
bashed.
well. I say I don't feel well. Which honestly, for me, I'd rather not attend an event if I'm not gonna fully be there. You know, if I'm just gonna be like,
Or if you're
okay.
not in the right headspace,
Yeah.
right?
Right, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, don't bash me. I was. Thank
Not
you,
mentally
Mai.
ill.
Yes,
Not mentally ill.
but not
Thank
mentally
you.
well.
Yes, there's a difference.
Thank you, Mai, and thank you, Hannah, for getting me out of that one. All right.
You're welcome, Tito.
She does call me Tito. I'm owning it. Okay, your turn. Oh, yeah, your turn.
My turn. Okay. Never have I ever tripped in public and tried to play it cool.
Oh yeah, I have for sure.
Running or in an event.
In everyday life, I just trip. But I try not to play it cool. I just accept. I feel like it's funnier if the person tries to be like,
Yeah, we all fall.
I know, I'm like,
yeah,
just-
even
just
on the
own the
runway,
fall.
diba? We
know.
saw some models fall already so many times in those huge, like high heels.
I know.
Yeah.
And they just get back up.
yeah.
Just like life.
Yeah.
You always get back up.
Just
All right,
get
I love
back up.
this bit. Never have I ever accidentally liked an old photo while stalking
I have.
someone.
I
Ooh.
Oh.
Tell us the tea.
Oh my gosh. What I try to do though is I try to go in airplane mode. Para if I'm scrolling and I accidentally like, it's okay.
It works?
I think so. Oh my gosh, if it doesn't, then
I
I'm...
don't think it works because if
No,
it's
but it doesn't
airplane,
erase your like, right?
you're still on Wi-Fi.
No, but you go in airplane mode, there's no Wi-Fi anymore. So it shouldn't, right?
But how are you looking at the content if you're on airplane?
You
mode?
make it load first.
But no, definitely, this person will definitely know you're stalking. Because
but
like it's an
Did
old,
you get
old
caught?
photo.
I do stalk, it's okay.
Did you get caught?
I think I have gotten called multiple times.
You got called out
Yeah,
to it?
but I feel like it's okay. Because I also call people out, so... Come on, guys, we all know everybody does it, right? Everybody does
I
it.
don't.
You don't?
Officially.
Off the record.
Off the record. Yeah, Miss Mai.
All right. Never have I ever forgotten someone's name right after they told me.
Oh my gosh. I really feel as if there's music playing in my head when I ask people their names. Because I always forget.
Okay, there's a hack to that.
Really?
Okay. So, if somebody introduces you and tells you their name, you associate it with something. Like, for
Someone you
example,
know.
the person's name is Apple, and then you associate it with pie. You'll never forget their name. Or what I do is, and folks don't get irritated or bash me for this, but I always say sweetie, so that, you know,
Yeah.
I know who you are, I just forgot
It would just be
the
funny
name.
if I call someone like sweetie,
Dear.
dear. If someone's older than me, I call them dear. That's rude, diba?
Or just say tito or tita.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
ate.
Yeah. All right, I like this one. Never have I ever drunk texted an ex.
I've never.
Boring.
Sorry!
Boring.
I've never!
The next one is never have I ever been caught talking to myself.
I think I have been caught.
But is
talking
that
to
so
myself.
bad?
I talk to myself a lot though. I think self-talk is very important. Is it not?
Yeah.
I talk to myself
I think
all the
it's
time.
All the time.
It's not so bad.
Okay. Never have I ever laughed at a joke I didn't get.
I do laugh at a joke I didn't get. Sometimes if I didn't hear it completely, I'm like, or the person doesn't feel bad. It's not funny the second time around if they explain right.
It's just like, okay,
I'm just like,
I like your accent, but I
Yeah.
really don't.
just doesn't hurt to laugh.
I'm glad I'm
All
not
right.
alone in that.
So,
Time for rapid fire.
this is the fun bit.
There's still a
Okay.
rapid fire.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Hannah. You're not getting out of this unscathed. Okay. I'm going to do the first one.
Go ahead.
All right. Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Same. Boston Marathon or movie marathon?
Movie marathon. It's easier.
Same.
When was the last time you had longer hair?
Oh my gosh. I think I was 14.
14? Long hair? Oh.
10
This
years
one's
ago.
The next question is controversial.
Who is stricter? Wait. Let's jump to. I jumped. Who are you more like, mom or dad?
Dad.
Who is stricter, mom or dad?
Dad.
First thing you did after finishing a race?
Cry.
Top 3 running essentials.
Well, good shoes, water, and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
Incline or rocky?
Incline.
Funniest moment with Donnie. I have a video actually, but I'm never gonna put it.
Funniest moment? I think every moment with him is really funny though.
Actually, Donnie's really funny.
We really
Like
laugh
a lot
a
of
lot.
people.
We should
Yeah.
get him on the show.
Yes.
Okay, best advice from Donnie.
Don't listen to people.
Even him.
He's like, don't listen to people. You know who you are.
So you don't listen to Donnie.
Or maybe he says, listen to the right people.
All right. Best adulting tip.
Have mentors.
I bet. Nice.
Right, but I'm not sure why I'm asking you this. Best golf record?
Ooh, oh my gosh. I'm actually a not super good golfer, but I think 95 was my lowest.
That's not so bad. I mean, compared to me, I'm in the thousands.
Thousands?
I'm kidding. Okay. I know the answer to this. Golfing or running?
Right now, I think golf.
Really?
Hannah! Oh, yay! You're with us.
Really?
It changes all the time.
Really? We gotta play golf.
So I thought you were more into running.
Now,
but
it
now
changes.
it's like kind of shifting.
Yeah, I think after you do a hard race, you have to rest. And then you'll love it again after the rest.
She's with me. I love it. Okay. It's your turn, dear.
Most defiant thing you did in your teenage years.
I want to hear this.
Most defiant?
Yeah. Like, how did, if you ever
Or most
rebelled or
rebellious,
something?
yeah.
Well, I stayed another year in Australia. My parents only allowed me to stay one.
How did you manage that?
I told them I can pay for it myself.
Actually, I kind of know this bit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Last text you sent, and what was it?
The link to the show to my family.
You better be watching, kids. All right.
The best travel hack.
Change the time to your landing destination once you get on the plane.
I do that.
Anti-jet lag.
I do that. I do that. Favorite film?
10 Things I Hate About You. Do you know that?
Like, wow, of course I know it. She was throwing me shade right there. 10 things I hate about you. Do you know
Do you know
that?
that, Tito?
Of course I know.
It's so good. That's
I'm
my
cool.
favorite.
I'm only 35. All right.
Dreamcast for a rom-com. This is
Oh
good.
my gosh. I love Scarlett Johansson.
With? Who,
If
who
he was
would you
still
pair her
alive,
with?
probably Heath Ledger.
Deep. Okay. Dreamcast. You already asked it. Gold or silver jewelry, rather?
Silver.
Silver. All right.
Burgers or pizza?
Burgers.
Declutter your space or declutter your mind?
You have to declutter your space to declutter your mind.
Oh, that's good.
She got my vote. All right.
Podcasting or directing?
Directing.
If you had $1 billion right now, where would you spend it?
I actually talked to them about that in the green room. I would invest
Yeah, we were
it.
talking about that. Yeah.
Invest it somewhere where I can't find it again, and probably help the people closest to me.
Oh, wow. Because last time somebody asked me this, I said I'm going to freeze my assets. Literally put my credit cards in the freezer. Okay.
Last question: if you had to serve a daily dish, what would it be?
Like food?
Yes.
Ooh. Salmon sashimi.
Yum. Me too. All right. So, sweetie, we got rapid fire questions. What's next for Hannah Pangilinan? Quickly.
What's next for Hannah? Moving in,
Yes.
starting a new life as someone entering 26. I'm turning 26 next week.
Oh wow! Advance
Yes.
happy birthday.
So it's a whole new life, and I think just entering into new projects, whether that's hopefully directing my own film one day, doing another fun run which I planned earlier this year, and embracing, I think, the platforms that I have been allowed to have on social media, using it for.
I want to be cast in her film.
That would
I'd
be
love to see that.
amazing.
I'd love to
I
see
would
that.
love to be cast
Okay,
in her
in
film.
this outfit.
In this outfit.
No, I think it would totally work.
Now I'm gonna go run with you so I can lose weight, so I can change my outfit, right? Thank you so
Thank you.
much for joining us. Content creator, Hannah Pangilinan.
Thank
We
you,
love
Hannah.
you. You are the best to says. All
More
right.
projects, more content for you. Thank you for joining the Daily Dish. Now we've got more stories, and Monique will be joining us after the break. Stay tuned.
Hello, welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. A firestorm is brewing at Sansum Clinic in Santa Barbara, California, after a viral video surfaced showing healthcare workers mocking their patients. The now deleted clip, captioned "Guess the Substance," showed staff posing next to bodily fluid stains on exam tables. All involved employees have reportedly been fired. The public backlash has been swift, with many calling it a disgusting case of patient shamming in a place meant for care.
For
Right.
shame.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Truly
For
horrible.
shame. If you can't
That's
trust.
illegal.
Yeah, but if you can't trust the people that give you health care, who can you
Yeah, and
trust?
especially that they're mocking them. I would not want to go there too. But I'm glad that they acted swiftly.
For
like
this thing,
Oracle
yes,
said.
I'm totally not against bashing. If it's over this, it's super disgusting thing.
Dude, that's deeply
I don't know why they
personal.
thought that was funny.
I know.
That's so sick.
But you know, that's why we should introduce him to Hannah Pangilinan so she can advise him how to be a nice human being.
Yeah, we need more nice human beings. For
Yes.
real.
All right, that's it for us today. It's a Friday, everyone, September 5. Join us again on Monday for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With zero filter, I'm Monique Tuzon. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most. We'll see you next week.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's a Daily Dish served. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.